These kids aren't stupid. They understand the name of the game. What we're not telling our kids are the nature of struggle and who the enemy is, because we're scared. Because we're scared. Because the enemy will take my job and I can't pay for my Lexus. I can't pay my house note. I can't send my kids to college. So I'm not getting up and talking about that.
So let's keep quiet, because the struggle...
And silence is consent.
Let's hear that again.
And don't you think that's wasted on these kids?
Yes, it is.
Nobody has to tell them. These kids aren't stupid. They understand the name of the game. What we're not telling our kids are the nature of struggle and who the enemy is, because we're scared. Because we're scared. Because the enemy will take my job and I can't pay for my Lexus. I can't pay my house note. I can't send my kids to college. So I'm not getting up and talking about that.
So let's keep quiet, because the struggle...
And silence is consent. And don't you think that's wasted on these kids? Nobody has to...
Yes. Because you're scared. We are a scared people. You want something from these people. That's why we don't tell our children the truth. Children, let me tell you, children that watch my videos. Before we encounter any of these species on the planet, everybody that you see that has yellow pigmentation skin, even the ones that got brown that don't look like us, they get a little dark in the sun, get a little tan. Before we encountered these people, you wasn't forced to get up and go to school. You lived in harmony with the planet. You was on a beach swimming. You was climbing coconut trees, eating mangoes. There was no abuse. There was no raping. There was no scientific experiments on you. There was no forcing you to go to work. There was no such thing as going to school. The school is a lie. The etymology word for school means to train a dog, to hold you back. Grammar. The root word of grammar is grimoire, which means to summon a demon. So when they tell you to make proper sentences and you're speaking proper English, you are summoning a demon. And the word sentence by definition means punishment. Look it up. Term is when they say term paper, it's a term to your punishment. Every school teacher should know this. They are lying to children, for they have sacrificed morals, value, and ethics in the name of money, in the name of love. We are destroying our own children. And because out of fear, we are in fear to tell the pure truth. These people just puffed out of thin air. We don't even know they don't know where they came from. And children, would you even think that somebody would have your best interest at hand, that fed you to crocodiles, that did medical experimentations on you? Do you not know when you was born at birth, they would stick, they said our babies were retarded. So at birth, right, during slavery, doctors, these people would stick metal objects inside of the brain of the babies, of infants, 1 day old infants, to realign their brain. And do you not know it was a 100% death rate? 100%. Do you not understand this? Children completely know what's going on. We are afraid, children, to tell you the truth. That's why they come on my videos, children. That's why they don't like the fact that I talk the way I talk to you. They don't like that. It's the truth. They are afraid. And this woman is not speaking like an electron. She is speaking like Mother Universe. She is telling the truth. These grown-ass adults would rather drink liquor, rather be in bars and clubs and party, wear fake-ass name brand-ass outfits from these same people that don't even have a biological identification to the planet. And what I mean biological identification to the planet, they don't know where they came from. They have no correlation with nothing natural to the planet. Everything they have a connection to is unnatural. The dog is unnatural. It's not a natural animal. The dog came from a wolf. A wolf is considered alpha when it comes to a dog. You could never put a dog in the same room with a wolf, and a dog will survive. And how did a wolf turn itself into so many variations of dogs? A French poodle, a pit bull, a canine. How did the wolf do that? It was genetically manipulated. Children, I am telling you, these adults are in fear, and all they want is to live like the European man, the Asian man, the Arab man. That's all they want. They don't want to really live in unity with their species and let intelligence separate us from the ignorance. They want to live like the white man, allow money, manipulation to separate us from each other, because that's what they are doing. Children, I feel for you. I feel for you so deeply in my heart. You have been abandoned. You have been truly abandoned. Not just black children, so-called black children, but all other children too. You have been abandoned. Literally abandoned. And that's a fact. You have been left out in the cold to survive. You think because you in a, you know when you come on, you know that feeling? You in a house where you got a roof over your head. You got some food on the table and you still feel alone. You still feel alone. You know how sad that is? I know. I'm out here on Fridays on the streets, and I look at the youth when I'm talking to y'all, and how y'all eyes light up when the truth is the way you've been feeling, and then you hear someone tells you, break down the feelings that you are experiencing. When you have someone that literally breaks down the feelings that you are experiencing, when you in school, when you are around certain family members, even your mom or your pops, you are abandoned. Some of us don't even care about you unless we get in money from the state. Tax season time, I get to claim you on my tax return. We have thrown all morals, values, and ethics out of the door and accepted an illusion, fake money with a fake race that are leading you. We don't find no interest in our children unless one of a sports athlete, one of the white men, find interest in you. Oh, you'll be a good basketball player. Oh, you'll be a good football player. All of a sudden now, you're the best kid on the block. You're the best kid in the family. Why couldn't I be the best kid in the family? Why couldn't I be the best kid in our family before the white man looked at me like this? Before the white man could see me as a tool to be used for his propaganda. Huh? Nobody, the white man didn't care about LeBron James until LeBron James became 6'6", and he was able to use him for his propaganda. But when LeBron James was struggling, or so-called struggling, sleeping in the back of his mom's car in a car at 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, and 12 and 13, before he was able to pick up a basketball and start dribbling, the white man ain't give a damn about him. The other races ain't give a damn about him. But then he grew 6'8" and could dribble the ball. Oh, I like him. And you should like him too. This is sickening. This is sickening. We have traded you in, children. We have traded your consciousness in. Your your brain, your awareness, and we have traded that in for trinkets, for cars, for jewelry. We have traded you in. We have traded your organs in. We have traded your sanity in. When you go to the doctors and get examined, he's molesting you. We have traded all this in for you to be sacrificed. This is sad. And they know it. And they know it. That's why they shadow ban my videos from you listening to them, from you hearing this. So, because it's reminding you of who you truly are and what you are feeling and what you are seeing and what you are experiencing. Goes against everything that you feel within yourself. You know something is wrong. You know it. And you look at these so-called black leaders running the same manipulating bullshit. You know you would not accept. Listen, they fed you the crocodiles. They did medical experimentations on you. They hung you from bridges. They set you on fire. They beat you for no reason. They raped you. Little boys, little girls. They had you in zoos in 1958 before they put the animals in the zoo. They had you in there. 1958. They did this to you. And you think somebody that did this to you will all of a sudden give you an education, an economic system, anything that will benefit you to grow and be independent on your own? Huh? It's fear.
Tell them these kids aren't stupid. They understand the name of the game. What we're not telling our kids are the nature of struggle and who the enemy is, because we're scared. Because we're scared. Because the enemy will take my job and I can't pay for my Lexus. I can't pay my house note. I can't send my kids to college. So I'm not getting up and talking about that.
So let's keep quiet, because the struggle...
And silence is consent.
That's not an electron. That's the universe right there. You got a lot of people down here that just electrons and protons. It's a difference. That's the cosmos right there talking. That's the cosmos right there talking. That's the cosmos. Silence is acceptance. You gotta listen, children. You got an individual by the name of Dr. Alfred C. Kinsey. Dr. Alfred C. Kinsey. He believed that children can have orgasms as early as 3 months old. He has a whole institute in honor of him, a class on sexology, dealing with children. And we have sacrificed you for this. These people are destroying you, and we are allowing it. Children, you know the truth. But guess what? There is a new day. There is a new age that's here right now. And you will have true, genuine guardians, not parents, not parent who renting you. You will have true guardians that truly love and value and appreciate you, and that will not sacrifice you for trinkets, for lies, for materialistic bullshit. And they will move with no fear. And they will let the world and the entire cosmos will know at one French toast time, if you ever touch or try to touch one of our babies again, you will regret it for an entire lifetime. Not a generation, but an entire lifetime. I value my star seeds. I value you. Abundance.